Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the series Embarking on the Journey to the Golden Era, where we are going to be using the Golden Future Oracle deck to get some divine guidance for our practical application of the fifth dimensional concepts. So today I'm excited to see what the Spirit has for us, what we're going to learn, and how we can apply this into our lives. For those that don't know me, my name is Shannon. I am an energy worker, light worker, healer, lots of different names you can put to it. In essence, I read energies and I tap into the all that is, the greater consciousness, and I bring forth messages for those watching, allow you to tap into your highest selves. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, my email address is in the description box, so please feel free to send a message and we can connect that way. We actually had two cards fly out, and the first one is Golden Stellar Internet. And the second one is World Peace and Cooperation. Just want you to see both of these side by side. Right now we are at a very pivotal time, a choice point, as some people have mentioned, where we have the option and decision to make of how we want to step forward into our lives, into our days. There is a wealth of knowledge out there for everybody, and I really want you to consider how this knowledge and this information that you are bringing into your everyday life, how that is impacting you. And then take that knowledge and that information and really decide, is there an action that is needed? Is this just information for you to observe? And really sit with it before reacting, before responding. There is a lot going on right now that can be used as a distraction. And if we want to see world peace and cooperation, which is extremely possible, we have to learn how to navigate the feelings, the responses that we have, and come from a place of higher knowledge at this point. The ways of the past and fighting for everything we want, that is not working. And it has not worked for a very long time. There is so many other ways of handling conflict and divisiveness and disagreements at this point, and it is coming from this higher place that we can really instill a place of compassion for one another and more peaceful resolutions to some of our everyday experiences that we are having. One of the purposes I had for creating this channel is really to create healing communities. I really want to bring together a collective that is really tuned into the needs of others and assisting those others to come back into their own true selves, their own authentic selves, to empower others to really know that what we are seeking really comes from within. And so this world peace and cooperation card really kind of brings that to light. How do we create these environments where we can start working together. The golden stellar internet. So as I was saying before, when we are bringing in information into our days, our lives, what information are you bringing into your being, into yourself, into your day? Because that information, the vibration, the frequency of that information is going to determine how you continue to step forward in your lives. So I love that it's talking about the golden stellar internet, because when you choose to focus on things of higher vibration, of higher frequency, you start seeing more of that in your everyday life, because it's, I guess, the natural laws of the universe, right? Where your attention goes, your energy grows, that kind of thing. So I think at this point, the choice point we have is, how are we using our communication? How are we using the internet for something that is truly beneficial at this point? Are we empowering other people? Are we creating conversations that come from a place of compassion and understanding? Are we willing to listen to other perspectives in order to heal and grow? I have a feeling that a lot of us really are ready to move past this place of fear. You see a lot of anger because there is an internal fire that's bubbling up, where we're saying we want our power, we feel powerless. So how can we use our own navigational tools in order to empower ourselves and really step into a place that is more healing, right? So when we talk about applying the fifth dimensional concepts, a lot of people are going to be like, okay, Shannon, we cannot have world peace. Look at the state we're in right now. World peace happens when we come into a place of peace from within. There are a lot of things that are happening in the world that we truly have no control over. So where do we want to put our focus? Do we want to continue to look at things that are pushing us down, that are punishing us, that are making us feel smaller, constricted? Do we really want to focus on that? Or can we start coming to even a few moments of your day where you are feeling at peace, where you feel there is a glimmer of hope, where you feel or sense love? Can you start to look for those things in just small doses? Instead of watching the news for an hour in the morning, can you set aside time in your morning to start with meditation? And if you don't like meditation, how about some exercise or a walk, or interacting with your family? Can you sit and enjoy your hot coffee or tea, or make your breakfast in the morning and just be in that moment and be present? Because what you create, especially first thing in the morning, that sets the tone for the rest of your day. If you get up and bombard yourselves with negativity, you are going to start from a place of fight or flight, perhaps, or anger, aggression. So why not try, just for maybe the next 5-10 days, turn the TV off. Don't scroll on Facebook or whatever social media, Instagram, whatever. Put all of that down and come back in to your divine essence. calm your nervous system. Just breathe for a little bit. And then ask, what is it that I am meant to focus on today? There are a lot of advocates out there. There are a lot of people that are having to fight the good fight, for lack of a better word. There are a lot of people that have to pay attention to what is going on in this world right now. And you may be directly impacted by what is going on in your life right now. It's about calming yourself and coming to a place of really centered action. What is it that you truly are meant to do? How can you use your strengths and your gifts to make a positive impact in your day and in the day of someone else? Or some people say a lot, you got to rise above what you don't like instead of becoming who and what you don't like. So this communication, what we're bringing into our days, there is a different way of interacting, a more peaceful and grounded, harmonious way. And sometimes that just starts with coming from a very centered and grounded place yourself. I would also suggest taking a few moments throughout your day and just coming back into that centered place. Allow yourself to really be aware of how your nervous system feels, how you're feeling. For example, for me, I was feeling really anxious for a very long time. Life circumstances, of course, had an impact in that. But what I realized is I was drinking coffee just to get myself up and ready in the morning, to have that energy that I thought I needed. And that, one, causes inflammation, especially in my body. And for two, it made me feel wired and even more anxious. So I really had to come to a place that said, you know what, coffee really is not helping my situation. I'm getting snappy. I'm feeling like I cannot communicate properly, getting my thoughts. I was not clear-minded. And as I have done in the past, I stopped drinking it altogether. And I can tell in my nervous system now, I still feel anxious at times, but it's not from an external stimulant that I'm putting into my body. It is really that feeling is helping me see what it is that I have to pay attention to. So when we're talking about applying these things, really take a look at what it is you're bringing into your body, not even just the media, but even the foods that you eat and the drinks that you're drinking. How is it really making you feel? And if you don't know how it's making you feel, maybe if you know it's not actually healthy for you, put it aside for a little bit and see how you feel when it's not there. So I find this very interesting. And I believe these two cards came out the last time. The Wisdom of the Divine Feminine and Messages in the Numbers. I don't think I need to repeat it again. We are definitely stepping into a new time. What I really am excited to see is all of these beautiful women coming back into what it truly means and feels like to be in that feminine energy. Now, again, this could be men too. There's something about the divine feminine energy. And again, we have masculine and energy in all of us. So regardless of your gender, how you identify, really tap into that nurturing feminine energy. And if you have not had great feminine role models, I recommend then that you use your resources, use the internet to truly find people that embody that feminine quality, that feel nurturing to you. Maybe it's somebody in your life that is a coworker, a friend, a counselor, whatever it is, but really start looking for those qualities. Because I think they're going to be helping us. I know they're going to be helping us move forward. And right now we kind of are feeling a polarity here between masculine energy and feminine. But I challenge you to think that some of what you're experiencing or feeling may be distorted masculine and feminine energy. So I don't want to really get into too much of what that looks like, but I'm going to challenge you to look it up. If this continues to keep popping up in our readings, then maybe we do need to explore it a little further, but I'm not feeling like that is something that I'm to do right here and now. I think it's going to be unique to everybody. And so I want you to take some time and really look up something that resonates with you, which will also help you build your intuition, which is also pretty feminine to do. Okay. And the messages and the numbers. I did have something I wanted to say about that. And I kind of lost it. I'm looking at all 4 of the cards right now. Spirit, do you have anything directly to say at this time regarding messages and the numbers? Okay. I'm getting a sense that when we're talking about the media that we're taking in, the messages that we're taking in, is it bringing about a peaceful feeling to you? Is it bringing about anger? What is that bringing about? And then start to actively seek out things that make you feel good, that bring a piece of joy, hope, love into your life. Create that sense. If you want to scroll on social media, fine, but start working on creating a feed that is uplifting, and see how that starts impacting you and your days. When you need to be aware of the news or things that are going on in the world, you will be aware of them, but you get to choose how and when you bring that in. And it's those healthy boundaries that are going to allow us to create this more peaceful environment, because we are choosing how and what we want to bring into our lives and how we want to respond. I have to be very aware of pretty much everything that's going on in my local community, statewide, federal. Like, I have to be aware of it all, just as my day-to-day work requires me to. However, I can choose when and where I look at that information. I can set aside specific time to get acclimated to the day's events, to the world events. I can choose when that happens so that I'm not picking up all of that fear, anxiety, because I can't help anyone else if I'm being dragged down into that kind of energy. And that took a long time to really learn. But as sensitive beings, we are picking up on all of this stuff that is going on in the world. And again, if we're bombarding ourselves with that information, then that is the energy that actually becomes who we are. We come from that state of panic and fear. That's ingrained in our nervous system. So I think over this next week, I don't think we need any more cards. Let me just make sure. Okay. Okay. So, a little challenge for you over this next week until the next episode. And I will be doing these episodes on every Sunday, probably about the same time. But at this point, I'm going to leave the timing up to Spirit, but there will be a new episode coming out on every Sunday for the foreseeable future. So to apply this to our day-to-day lives at this time, what I would like you to do is start developing a morning routine for yourself. Just get to know where you are, where your nervous system is, and how you truly want to feel throughout the day. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I want you to take an inventory on what it is that you are feeding your energy. What are you watching on television? What are you consuming on the internet? What are you consuming with your drinks and your food? What are you internally taking in? And how are those making you feel? I'm sorry, it's getting a little dark. Okay, so that's what I really want you to focus on. And then watch how you are. I think this part is going to develop over time. However, you can, if you're ready for it, watch how you are responding and reacting to what is being placed in front of you. So whether that's a person, whether that's an event, whether that is, again, something you are choosing to consume, look at your response and just observe for the time being. Just observe. And if you start feeling anxious, if you start feeling nervous, scared, fearful, bring it back to center, breathe. And please remind yourself that you are safe, you are loved, and you are worthy of peace in your life. It is really important for us to ground our energy, be out in nature, and consume things in your life that are uplifting, that are peaceful, and that are loving. I am sending you all so much love. And until next time, I'm going to end with, may the peace be with you all.